Hello Spurs fans, Paul Hotspur hippie here. Look at this gorgeous view, eh? Just done a little bit of a walk. This is looking at the Canimbla and Megalong valleys in the Blue Mountains of New South Wales. And maybe it's because I'm all at one with nature, having a lovely time, even though it's brass monkeys degrees Fahrenheit. I'm a bit optimistic today. Why optimistic today, Paul, you're asking? Well, you know, we signed this goalkeeper, Vicario, and we had all the hoo-ha with Brentford in their leisure centre playing like they're the big boys instead of being Old Kent Road. You know, I haven't seen an awful lot of division from the fans, which is nice to see, because there's two opposing points of view here, isn't there? Really, you've got on the one hand, well, Tottenham are arsing about because Brentford wanted 40 million and we didn't want to give it to them. I hope it's not too windy here. Why are we being such tight arses? And then on the other hand, it's no. This Vicario lad, he's a smart buy. Why not? And so even as I look through the cesspit that is Twitter, remember, people argue on that thing even when they've got nothing to argue about. Remember the great debate on, do you have pineapple on your pizza? Who gives a flying fuck? So even on Twitter, I'm not seeing, it's windy, I'm not seeing a huge amount of arguing, and people are just, they're having their comments about it, but they're not being like, I don't get the impression that people are digging their heels in, and forming barricades with spikes for the other lot to run into. It seems to be quite gentlemanly, and I'm just wondering if this is part of the wonderful healing process, the healing aura that we really needed at this time in Tottenham Hotspur's history from Big Ange Postecoglou. Because we've all got these silly little monkey brains. Given half a chance, we'll follow anyone, and usually that's to our detriment. But now and then you get someone like a Big Ange that comes along that's just ultra compelling, and people put down their pitchforks, they put down their burning torches, and they say, okay, Frankenstein, you just live up in the windmill for a bit, we're all right down here. And it's about time we had someone like that at Tottenham. It's been a long time between drinks for a bit of, unity. It's been sparse, hasn't it? We certainly haven't had it during Conte. We certainly didn't have it in Mourinho. Because I, for one, I know, even though I wanted to back the managers, there was something about them that didn't sit right. I didn't like their style of football. And I think we're going to get a bit of that with Ange. Probably the last manager, I suppose, Poch. That ended on a bit of a fluff note, I suppose. I think it started going downhill when he wrote that tell-all book, to be honest. I think that's something you don't do as a manager. Hopefully he'll write one while he's Chelsea manager about those bunch of kids he's got in there, playing willy battles in the shower and stuff like that. I want a tell-all Chelsea book, Poch. No stone unturned. You do to them what you did to us, you muppet, before you get relegated and disappear into obscurity. So I'm reasonably happy at the moment, because let's face it, when Tottenham have paid the money that the clubs have been asking for some players, we aren't half stuffed it up, haven't we? We've stuffed it right up. Richarlison, 60 million. Lo Celso, he was a load, wasn't he? Davinson Sanchez. Our most expensive defender ever. And who was the other one I was thinking of? Ndombele, yeah. So that's what happens when Levy starts getting all flash with the cash. He just buys out a crap, doesn't he? Or, maybe disappointing last season, but will come good in Richarlison's case. So we either spend a load of money on a right load of old crap, or we penny pinch and buy players that no one wants to play. Who wants to play Joe Rodon? Even Wales are, oh bloody hell, we're supposed to be good to give Joe a go, aren't we? So, it is windy here. Don't want to get too close to the edge there, because it is a little bit of a drop there. So, our lessons being learned. I saw something interesting on Twitter today. I think I'll sit down. Fuck it, I'll sit down. There we go. Oh, nature's Chesterfield sofa. You don't need to have a stuffed shirt and a big cigar and a big padded couch to make you comfortable. Just a rock. Look at that. Whoa. Beautiful, man, beautiful. Forgotten completely what I was talking about. Yeah, I saw something interesting on Twitter where someone, and I don't, this could be all bullshit, but someone had the opinion, I can't even remember if this was a journalist or not that matters, those Fleet Street meatheads, but maybe Rail was Levy's choice and Vicario was Andrew's choice, and if that's the case, I'm even happier. One thing I'm not happy about though, and you've got to stop buggering around with this NFL shit, Levy. I saw this thing where you've applied for a license. Bloody wind's picking up. You've applied for a license for some sort of NFL team or something? No. I can understand Tottenham Hotspur Football Club having like a social darts team or maybe a snooker team at a push, because snooker tables are much more expensive than a dartboard. You can get them from Kmart, bloody anywhere, those things. But an NFL team, where's the money going to, where's that going to come from? They don't just plop out the sky. You've got to buy the players, you've got to feed them and their families and their entourages and all that. And I don't know anything about American football, but my reckoning is they're not too fucking cheap. So less of that, less of eyes wandering overseas. You've got all you need right on your doorstep, mate. If you start winning titles and cups and trophies at White Hart Lane, you ain't going to give a fuck about the NFL. Who would? Why would anyone? You know? Whereas if we keep finishing sixth, and then what we're going to do in the, I don't know, what was it, the Pacific Northwestern Junior fucking NFL conference, we're going to do nothing in that. We'll be losers in 2 sports. We'll be even double a laughing stock. So just get rid of that bit, focus on the football, and we quit in. And we're about 7 days from Ange Postecoglou starting his job officially. And if he's having the effect I think he's having already, I think we're in for a bloody good season. Anyway, peace out Spurs fans. Come on you Spurs.